student athlete, and now I get the honor to coach the program. So really, it's truly an honor. And when I look at that T ride through the city of Philadelphia, if I'm coming down Broad Street, which is one of our main streets, it's a symbol of hope. And not just it was a symbol of hope for me, but it's a symbol of hope for that community that I represent.
What does Memphis mean to you, Penny?
The same. I just echo the same sentiments. Being from Memphis, born and raised, to be a Tiger fan pretty much my entire life, and to actually be a coach right now, to play there and actually be a coach is a dream come true for sure.
Let's talk mentors. You grew up with one. If there's someone else, tell me. But what was it like to grow up and be coached ultimately, by your father? And what did you end up ultimately learning from him and becoming a head coach?
Yeah, so probably pretty much most of my childhood memories involve some high school game. I actually saw Joe play. Joe was in high school. I was a fan of Joe. St. Benedict's grade B, all-time great right here. Just like my whole childhood was growing up around players on my dad's teams. Those guys were my heroes. Growing up in huddles, locker rooms, just being at games, shooting during timeouts, and just my dad, and just growing up in a household with my dad, who was an all-time great coach at any level. My brother, who is all-time, great point guard in college basketball history, maybe the greatest point guard. No offense to Penny, in college basketball history.
Different kind of point.
No, different type of point. 2 rings, two chips in the Final Four, and the 7th pick. Pretty good. Just to grow up in a household where you had two people, your brother and your father, that were striving and achieving such levels of excellence through work ethic and determination, just had a profound impact on me. Just absorbed it.
Before we move on, you want to rebut on the Bobby
I have
Early phrase?
no problem with that. I'm a huge fan of Bob. I promise. I was a huge fan as well.
Joe, your mentors, you worked for many elite coaches, played at GW. Who stands out for you?
I think I learned a lot from every one of them. George Felton, who recruited Dan Wings in high school, was a great mentor, great work ethic. That staff was Tubby Smith on that staff, and you learned a lot at a young age of how to do things and how to be professional. Obviously, Frank Michelle was a great mentor, and 10 years with Bill Self was a great way to learn also.
Penny? You can go NBA if you want to.
One of my greatest mentors over the years has been John Lucas. Obviously, the coaches that I played for, Larry Brown, those 2 guys stick out because Coach Brown, also Richie Adebayo, who I was talking to Coach Dooley about, those 3 guys have been influential in my life, and just asking questions and understanding the game, and as far as in life and in coaching.
I think I know the answer, but go ahead, Aaron.
Well, I'll start with my high school coach. Dan, my high school coach, Bill Elliott, Simon Grant's high school. We were in a national powerhouse here in the city of Philadelphia, so he really got me on the right track of working hard and being committed to the game of basketball, just being committed overall as a person. Obviously, my college coach and John Chaney and Fran Dunphy, all of those guys, and Larry Brown as well. How LP is. All those guys held you accountable, and they made you aware of the details of the game, and they wanted you to respect the game.
Joe, Cinderella, you've had that role, Florida Gulf Coast. Obviously, in this league, maybe trying to become that in East Carolina. How do you do it?
I think one thing that's different than the other 3 guys sitting up here is we're trying to put it in infrastructure. I mean, UConn has great tradition, Memphis has great tradition, Temple's one of the 10 winningest programs in NCAA history. We're trying to put an infrastructure together to build that, do the right thing, have the facilities, have the training table, all the things that some people take for granted. Our administration is now trying to do that to help us catch up.
Danny, what did you learn at Wagner and URI that you're implementing at UConn at a higher level?
Just, it's all about really the 3 or 4 components. So you just have to kind of block out the outside noise. Just stay locked in on player development, daily. Stay kind of locked in on recruiting and infusing the type of talent that you need to be successful. Obviously, continue to work towards just building the daily culture that you want to, display all the decisions that your players make in terms of their work ethic and their character. And then also too, that ability to like kind of daily look for things that affect your program's winning. How we marketing the program, every part of your facility, just always looking for those like little improvements that you can make that increase your chances of being successful. Just lock in on the process and turn out the outside noise, which is a lot harder to be done than it was at Wagner.
Penny and Aaron, what are you taking from your NBA experiences that you're now using as head coaches in college?
Well, this is my 6th year going into college, and my first year coming into college was different. I had to adjust because the college game was the college game. It was amateur basketball at that point. And I think now for a lot of us and what we sell as coaches when we're trying to recruit is that NBA experience. Now, we get that all the guys are not going to the NBA, but they want to be able to visualize that. And that's coming into college, I had to pull back a little bit. And now, when I think about it, the time that I spent in the NBA, that's where we're at now in college. Everything from the NBA that's filtered down into college, from facilities to training table to how we travel, all of those things is filtered down into college now.
Yeah, for me, it's bringing in work ethic and player development. That's what I'm going from the league. You have to have that. I think that's so vitally important, especially the way that we want to play. We don't want to be robot, we want to have concepts, so you bring that development on a daily basis, and that's big for us.
Now, all four of you at some point had to serve sort of that apprenticeship and check the ego at the door. What did you learn about yourself when you had to do that?
Just love the game. You know, I didn't get into coaching to, you know, become the head coach in a place like UConn. I got into coaching because I love basketball. You know, and I love trying to pass on the things that great coaches passed on to me.
I think the big thing was to have a learning process. Learn from different people and be around the game, be able to develop young people and have some fun with it. You know, we always joke, it's not a job. It seems like when you have a lot of fun with it, you're able to do things that a lot of people dream about doing.
To me, this is a part of God's plan, and also my love for basketball, because I started in middle school, then I went to AAU, then I went to high school, and then now I'm in college, and I'm doing it for the love of the children, and really developing and teaching, and just the love of basketball.
I think I learned I'm incredibly patient. I think coming from the NBA and coming to college, you can tell an NBA player to do something, they can do it on the spot, and they can recognize it. In college, you got to be a lot more patient. And I think that's why we're all here, because we enjoy being around the game, we enjoy being in the gym, but most importantly, we enjoy being with these kids and sharing our experiences.
Penny, how's your group going to handle being one of the favorites?
It's yet to be seen. This is a tough conference, got great coaches, great players. Aaron and I talked about it as a veterans league, and having part of the youngest team, it's going to be tough. But we do have talent, and they're all mature kids, even though they're young, and they're ready to go.
Joe, how do you get old and stay old in ECU?
I think it's, first of all, it's recruiting, retention, and development. And I do think that's, like Penny said, it's an older league. There has been teams that have historically been good in the American have been older, and that's one of the things we need to do, and that's something we've talked about in recruiting and development of our program.
Altuve Gilbert healthy. I mean, what are the chances that your group, at least versus maybe a year ago, is at least moving in that direction where you are older and have a chance to compete for a top 5 finish?
Yeah, just more mature as a program. You know, I think if you come in and watch a practice right now, you see just like a much better connected group. We just look a little bit underdeveloped, maybe physically, because we've got 4 freshmen running around out there. But we look like a talented, just underdeveloped team right now that just needs more time together. But I kind of like our upside this year. Our older players can really elevate their game, because we've got some really, I think, underrated freshmen.
I don't care what league Temple has been in, they're always in the mix. I don't care where they've been predicted. Why do you think that is?
Just consistency in the program and identifying the right guys that fit. And we want hard working, hard playing, character kids. And it's hard to identify. You got to spend a lot of time out here recruiting and identifying the right guys that fit your program, and that's how you're able to, to be able to sustain it for a long time.
All right, so what are the chances that Temple exceeds the preseason predictions?
What are the predictions? I don't really look at those things. I worry about us. And you know, when we get out on the floor, we got, you know, and I told our guys, we got some people that don't believe us. Now it's up to us to do something about it. And that's all it boils down to. We got to get in there, get in the gym, we got to work every day, and we got to compete.
All right, so going down the line here, for those that aren't as familiar, what is an Aaron McKee team going to look like?
Just hard-working, blue-collar, selfless. We're going to share it. We're going to take care of it, hopefully, and we're going to defend at a high level. That's what we're going to look like.
Penny, if this team is playing the way you want it to play, what does that look like?
Offensively, obviously, we're playing fast. Last year, we were 7th in the nation in offensive, pace. So this year, we want to do that or better. And defensively, we're going to get after it. Change it up a lot because we got different lineups out there, different lengths. So, look forward to it.
Joe?
Aggressive, hard-nosed. I do think we're playing a lot quicker than we did last year because of the players we have.
Just for me, I just want to, I think my teams in the past, just my best teams have made our opponents feel incredibly uncomfortable. Just with the type of pressure that we put on people in our man defense, just with how hard we play. I think people feel very uncomfortable. You've all been a part of a championship team in some form or fashion in your careers. What are the key parts to building one? Just having guys that understand that winning is what's going to create the opportunities, and winning makes everything better.
Everyone gets rewarded when you win. I think that's a big thing when people realize that everybody buys in a lot quicker.
Yeah, I think the word sacrifice, that's what you have to have. And I think if you want to win, obviously, like they've already said, when you do it together as a team, the individual accolades will come.
The buy-in, and when you have a team of guys that don't care who scored the ball, that's when you know you got something good.
Aaron, to have a player like James Weissman in the league, potentially #1 draft pick, what does that do for your guys when you know you're going up against someone like that, and for the overall profile of the American?
It's great, for the conference. Obviously, it's great for Penny and Memphis, but it brings a lot of attention and awareness to the conference, which I've been saying it for years. This conference is ready to take off, and we just don't get the attention that we deserve. But we'll get it at some point, and I can see it moving in that direction.
Guys?
I brought his name up probably like 3 days ago when I was getting on Josh Crawford. I said, listen, you got Wiseman, he's waiting for you, man, and you got to step up.
Well, I think it's great for the conference because you can sell it. The #1 player in the country, he's in our conference. It really doesn't matter where you go, it matters what you do. And if you look at the recruiting class that Memphis has had, we need to sell that as a league. We've done that recruiting also.
All right, Aaron McKee, Penny Hardaway, Joe Dooley, Dan Hurley, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Andy.